Hey Bayek, it's me Ian. In today's video, well, I'm starting a new series. And this is called What I've Watched. So, let's get into it. Now, this is called Yangtze Incident. And this is from 1957. It's the story of HMS Amethyst. And it's set in the sort of Chinese Civil War period, 1949. And it's directed by Michael Anderson. And he was, I think, the two films that really stick out that he directed were Dam Busters, 1955, and Logan's Run, 1976. These are just two outstanding films that I just picked out, and there's a lot of really good. It just shows you the range. Now, this film stars Richard Todd, William Hartnell. Yes, William Hartnell, the first Doctor. Here he is, brilliant. And then we've got Akim Tamiroff. And also, sort of, if you like, sort of trivia, this film also is the first appearance of Bernard Cribbins and Barry Foster. They're not big parts, but they're there, and this is their debuts. Yes. Now, this film, I think, is just a great film. It's so atmospheric. Black and white film, of course, 1957. You can't go wrong, can you? You really can't. And it's got that war film feel that you get, and I love all these kind of war films. You just look. They were so good, weren't they? I mean, they were so good at doing these. And this is, you think of the budgets that are involved. What they managed to do, getting all these great actors together, and it looks effective, it looks brilliant. You just can't help but love this film. Acting is superb, the sets, the way it's done, you're there, it's there. And this is the magic of cinema, that you're totally created. You're just totally with it. And I loved it. I thought this is great. So the next one is another film. I said, it just makes you love films. And this is Joan of Arc, The Messenger, from 1999. Wow, this film. It's directed by Luc Besson. Of course, again, what a director. Films that are outstanding, of course, are The Fifth Element, 1997, Leon, 1994, and a film that I think is a great action film is Lucy, which a later one is 2014. Now, this stars Milla Jovovich. There's also Dustin Hoffman in it. This film I just fell in love with again. It's just so good. Milla Jovovich is outstanding playing Joan. This, for me, I love history. I did sort of more research on Joan of Arc because I didn't know a great deal about her. And it's absolutely fascinating. The period of 2 years when she was 17 to 19 is when she was very active. It all starts from as a child, as this film shows, the visions that she was getting. And this peasant girl really changed the sort of nation in many ways in their outlook about things, and it becomes embroiled religion and politics, and it's absolutely amazing, but also very tragic as well. I mean, for this young girl to be burnt at the stake, only 19 years old, it's incredible. And then the the legends around her have grown throughout the years, and this film just really captures all of that. I mean, what more can you say about that? That it's just a brilliant film, and I just fell in love with it. It's just great. I'm thinking, why haven't I seen it? This is a great thing. There's so many films to discover, and there I am discovering this one, and yeah, fantastic. Now, the next one is The Professionals from 1966. This is a Western. It stars Burt Lancaster, Lee Marvin, Robert Ryan, Ralph Bellamy, Jack Palance playing his kind of villain role, but not as bad. It's quite interesting. And, of course, Claudia Cardinale, who sadly died, I think it was September 2025, not that long ago, and she's fantastic. Italian actress who lived in France for most of her life in terms of fame, and she was just wonderful. She is a beautiful woman, great acting. This film, what it is, they're hired by this rich bloke who says his wife has been kidnapped, and they need to go and rescue her, and off they go and do it. They're organised by Lee Marvin. His character brings these specialists together, and the ending is quite a nice twist as well. Yes, but it's got a great interaction and a great feel of the characters here. You just think, wow, this is so entertaining. Loved it. The next film is Shenandoah from 1965, directed by Andrew V. McLaren. Wow, what can I say about this one? We have got, there he is, James Stewart. James Stewart, he is just fantastic. It's set in the Civil War period, and he's a father who is looking after his children. They're all sort of grown up when we see it now. Well, virtually grown up. There is a younger child as well. But they are not wanting to be involved, basically, in the Civil War, which has kicked off. He wants to keep well out of it. But circumstances dictate when the youngest of the lads, he finds this hat, and it's a southern hat, and he puts it on, and Confederates are obviously, this is. It looks like he's in the army, and the Union soldiers stumble across him, and they take him away because they think he's been fighting. And so James Stewart's character has to go and rescue him. That's how the plot really develops, and it's really quite a remarkable story. You get very much involved in it, and this is so family orientated and driven, and it's so important to him. He's kind of, in a way, the death of his wife has such an impact on his life, and he wants to do the best for his family in a kind of memory, because he knows that's what she would want. And this is great. It's also very tragic in places as well, and moving. And ultimately, I think you'd have a really good time watching this film, but also be affected by it as well. That's really such a good film. Then we've got Young Winston from 1972, directed by Richard Attenborough. This is his second film that he directed. I'm a big Richard Attenborough fan. Absolutely, he's fantastic. And this cast is great. We have got here Simon Ward in the title role. This is his first real big film that he was in. And in many ways, as he says in the interview, there's an interview with him, it overshadowed his own career. It's such an iconic role that it kind of, that's it. He became associated it, and it affected his career. Amazing to think that, but that is sort of what he said, and I think that it's true. You know, you started off so high, where do you go? It is difficult. So it's got also the great Robert Shaw. Robert Shaw, fantastic character, and I think an actress who is so, I think, loved from this era is Anne Bancroft. Anne Bancroft is just absolutely fantastic. And we've also got John Mills appearing, and a host of sort of other British actors. In fact, this film often comes up when I'm mentioning people who've in it. You've got people like, you've got Jack Hawkins, you've got Ian Holm, you've got Anthony Hopkins, yes, you've got Patrick McGee, Edward Woodward, Robert Hardy, Jane Seymour. These cream, brilliant actors, they're just fantastic, and they're in this film. It's so beautifully filmed. That's, what can you say? Attenborough just shows that he's a great director as well as a great actor. It's a great period piece. I loved it. What more can you say? The way, you know, we got the battle scenes as well. They're filmed so well. And they were filmed in Wales. It's supposed to be representing South Africa. But they're really good. Oh, yeah. Great. I could just go on and on about this. I love historical films. It ticks the box. And then this one. Wow. What can I say about this one? The Scalp Hunters. I had such a bomb. This film was such a surprise to me. It's from 1968, and it's a Western comedy, and directed by Sidney Pollack, who is such a respected director. Wow. Burt Lancaster, Shelley Winters, Telly Savalas, and Ossie Davis, who is great as the slave who's free now, or is he free? Oh wow, this film I thought was fantastic. It's gold. If you've never seen it, I've never seen Burt Lancaster in this sort of comedic role. He is fantastic. Yes, it is serious as well. There are serious stuff in this film, but Burt Lancaster just makes you smile. I mean, when he's sort of whistling for his horse, and his horse comes running to him. It's great, and he's wisecracking, and his lines, and he's just great. Absolutely love this film. Yeah, a comedy western. Wow, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, the next one is, well, forgive my French, but we'll have a go here. It is from 1966, Le Dieu Soufflé. I think something like that, which means second breath. And this is directed by an amazing French director, Jean-Pierre Melville, who directs a lot of these sort of American-style gangsters. He wanted to bring the gangster film, crime film, I suppose, gangster crime films to France, and he did it. He did all these series of films. Originally, he said he wanted to do westerns, but you can't do westerns in France, he said. So he did the crime dramas. And this, I absolutely love this one. I just think it's so intriguing from the start of the film when we get two people who've escaped from prison, and we concentrate on this one particular character who is involved, and he finds his way back into doing a job, as we say, which involves being involved in a heist of platinum. That's what they're going to steal. And then we see the police side as well, which is absolutely fantastic. There's some great scenes with the police as well, as they're looking on the investigation when they actually do the heist of getting all this platinum. And then there's all sorts of twists and turns, and there's treachery. Do you know, this is, if you like this kind of crime thriller, it's quite a sort of, it's the way it's filmed as well. It has even got the film noir kind of feel to it, really, as a crime drama as well. It brings out that sort of, I don't know, there's a feel that you get with a crime drama like this that you think is very French, and I loved it. You know, just totally absorbed in it. You know, subtitles never bother me at all. You know, once you're into a film, you just watch it and just think, wow, this is a great film. Brilliant film. And finally, I'm ending on a big high here. It is from 2000, The Patriot, starring Mel Gibson. Also, Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger, what a talent he was. Really such a talent. And it's here, a younger Heath Ledger, it's amazing. This is, say, from 2000. It's also got Jolie Richardson in it. Jason Isaacs. And Jason Isaacs is brilliant. He's the villain. You could say he's the villainous character in it. And if you're a Star Trek fan, you will recognize somebody. Deep Space Nine, for instance. Rene Auberjonois. He's in this as well. He's, you know, as soon as I saw him, I thought, oh, fantastic. Sadly, he's no longer with us, but if you remember him in Deep Space Nine, he is fantastic. Now, I normally say this, and I think it's quite important, that a lot of these films are not always historically accurate, and that's always a complaint. And I think this does that. I don't normally say about problems. It's not a problem because you can get over it. But I think the sort of anti-British sentiment actually goes too far in this, because we get a scene in this, and it's totally not. It did not happen where a all these sort of Americans, patriot sort of families, people in this small community are in a church, and the church is set on fire, and they all, it's the British sort of committing this atrocity. This never happened, and what it is in fact from the Nazis in 1944 who did this. Yes, 1944, the Nazis committed that atrocity, and I think it shows. I think it's going too far, but there we are. It's stoking up that anti-British feeling, but that is my. Oh, I don't normally talk about problems. Normally, I let things go, but I think that is taking a bit of a liberty, to be honest. It's a very well done film. This, I mean, I can't really complain about the spectacular of the film, and it does look fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. I did. I think it is a great film. You can't help but love it. But bearing in mind it's very anti-British bias, I think that's there so much. The cast, as I say, is great. Mel Gibson is great. You feel for him so much as well. The fact, again, another family man who is trying to do the best for his family, or are forced into a situation which he initially doesn't want to be involved with in. It's interesting looking at that, isn't it? This, of course, is a different time to the other. It's not the American Civil War. This is set in 1776, the time when America broke away with its Declaration of Independence from Britain, and Britain fought for a while, held on to it, and in the end realised that they couldn't hold on to it. They had to let it go. And then America was born. But this is a really good film. Enjoyed it so much. And Mel Gibson is fantastic in this. Absolutely. It's tragic. It's also heartwarming. It has all those qualities in it, and you can't ask for a film anymore. And that's it. So there it is. I've got through it. All my watches this week. Yes. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you've liked this video, well, please give it a like. If you give it a like, it's good for my channel. It gets it out to YouTube, and other people might enjoy it. If you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I'll have to read your comments. And if you like what you're seeing and you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? If you subscribe, it gets you get notifications about when I put out videos, and all that kind of stuff. Say the playlists, you can see what I've done in the past, and you see all sorts of things. Just have a look in there. And hopefully you might enjoy it. I do love history, but I love a lot of things as well. I love films, and all kinds of films. Doesn't matter to me what they are. I just love watching films. Right, yeah. So that's it. So, yeah. So, all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.